is my advice for you, because they might check it. I don't know how valid it is during the checking process, but I know that it's always good to do it. Of course, you don't know the status of your visa application, so I guess the best way is, guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and thank you so much for joining today. If this is your first time here, guys, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and support the movement. It's very important to me. Please, first of all, like the video for us, all right? Because if you do like this video, YouTube is going to recommend the video to other people looking for similar content like this. Today's video, we are going to be going to Poland, or let's say I will take you to Poland, and I have a jotter down here. Now I'm going to talk about documents that will get you a study visa, right? I have some documents here. That is why I said I'll be looking at this list down here. So guys, I want to draw your attention to the fact that getting appointment at the Polish embassy in Abuja, it's really a daunting task. I don't know how the system is done, but it looks like there is a trick I want to give you. If you are looking for appointments, right, make sure you employ some other people to check alongside you. That's why you are checking. Other people, maybe 4 or 5 people, should be checking as well. Contact friends or people that you think that are not that busy, that can always get to the website quickly, all right, to check for you as well. So if you want to study in Poland, Poland is very affordable, and the reason why I have decided to talk about Poland now is because now is the time for visa application. For those of you who are still to apply for admissions, I still don't know if what is the problem, but if you are still to apply, make sure you are quick, all right? Those of you who are still looking for hospitality schools, you can check the University of Vistula. I don't know if they are still open, but if they are open, then it could be a great school for you to apply to. Now, the first document you are going to be looking at, we are going to be talking about, is the conditional acceptance offer. The conditional acceptance offer is the first letter that is going to come from the school as soon as you do your application, all right? What is happening to our camera here? Let me turn it like this. Okay, yes, is the first letter that is going to come from the school, and with this letter, the condition on it is that you have to pay a tuition deposit. Right? Now, when you do the payment for the tuition deposit, they will send you what is called the unconditional acceptance offer. This is a second document you need in order to go to the embassy or to apply for the visa. It's very important. Another document, which is accommodation. When you get an admissions letter, it's always good to contact your university and ask them for accommodation. Yes, if you didn't know, it's very important. The reason is because if you ask your school for accommodation, it eases your visa process at the level of the embassy, because if the embassy don't see where you want to stay, if they don't see the location of your accommodation, the address, you may not get the visa. It's very important, guys. Another thing now we need, you need to add to your visa documents is your confirmation document of tuition fee, all right? The receipt of payment of tuition fee, you need it to add to your documents as well. It's very important, guys. You may not be asked by the embassy, but I believe this document is going to help you a lot, so please make sure you add it to your documents. Then the other document that you need now is the unconditional letter. Remember, the first letter was a conditional offer. Now you have the unconditional offer after paying a tuition deposit, so make sure you have the unconditional offer as well close to you. Then very important document is your SOP. SOP is the statement of purpose, all right? You need to write an SOP to explain to the embassy that getting sponsored, or probably why you are studying the program, what is going to happen, and after you finish the program, what is the use of the program. Remember, I'm talking about the SOP that is going to be written by a sponsor, not your own personal SOP. You have your own personal SOP, but your sponsor is still going to write his or her own SOP, all right? Now, before I continue with the video, please make sure if you are applying to Poland, don't be self-sponsored. Don't use yourself as a sponsor. Even if you are going to be using yourself as a sponsor or money in your account, make sure you have a sponsor, all right? The reason is because it's going to work fast if you are using a sponsor, all right? And note that the sponsor should be a relative that have the same surname with you, maybe your father, your mother, your brother, or your sister, all right? These are the perfect people to be on this position. But however, if you want to use people who are outside, like external sponsors, then I think that you will have to prove a lot of documents, which I'm still going to talk about the documents here. All right, remember, if you are getting a sponsor who is not related to you, you need to prove who the sponsor is. All right, make sure there are dates on the SOP as well. The sponsor should write and make sure the dates that are going to be on the SOP should be the dates that are closer to your appointment date at the embassy. Then if the SOP is coming from your sponsor, make sure he should also add pictures. Remember, now we are talking about a sponsor who is not directly related to you. Maybe we know close surname. All right, then affidavit of court. This particular sponsor should give you an affidavit from the court. It's very, very important to get an affidavit from the court to add to the list of documents. First, SOP. He should write an SOP stating why he is going to sponsor you, that he is going to be sponsoring this so and so person. All right, he is going to be a sponsor and stuff like that. That is the first document. The second document is affidavit. When he is writing the affidavit should come from the court. All right, the affidavit of sponsorship, that's what I mean. And if you guys have pictures together and some other stuff, you can attach as well. It's very, very important. Then remember, when you pay your deposits for your tuition fee and you are about to apply for the visa, there is a document that is going to come from your school. It's called an invitation to apply for the study visa. Yes, will give you, if you have already paid everything, ask your university. They will always send you these documents without you asking. Anyways, the documents will come in group. All right, so you will find on the document this invitation letter to apply for the visa. Then make sure every payment you've done, the receipts should be available. Then I was talking of affidavit of sponsorship. All right, I already spoke about it. Another document that is going to come from your sponsor now is the letter of sponsorship. All right, in this letter of sponsorship now, your sponsor needs to state that he has a job, he is employed in this company, he's earning money and stuff like that. And make sure this letter is stamped. All right, a public notary has to stamp this document. The basic things that is going to be on the letter of sponsorship is just the fact that he has a job, he works. If he owns companies, the documents of the companies and all the registration documents, the tax documents, this is what he's going to explain on it. Then attach the documents or give you the documents as well. Remember, if you intend to migrate to Poland, like I said, make sure you have a sponsor. It's very, very important. Then alongside the letter of sponsorship that their sponsor is going to give you, make sure he adds the company documents if he has a business or a company. All right, otherwise he should add his pay slips. If he works and earn a lot of money, he should add that and the employment contracts. Then his national identity card and his passport data page, if he has it, they are going to be present as well. All right, all the documents that the sponsor is going to give to you must be available after giving you the letter of sponsorship. Now, another document you need to supply is your flight reservation. You have to reserve a flight, and make sure before you reserve the flight, it should be during that time that you are going to the embassy. All right, to apply for your visa, you need to bring in the flight reservation of this time. It's very, very important for you to document this, guys. Remember, the flight ticket here, you have to book one way and the other way, that is to say to and fro. Don't say that you are not going to do this, you are not going to. Yes, you can reserve a flight, but remember, it should be aller and retour. In French, we call it aller and retour. All right, to and fro. You must do it that way. So that if the embassy gives you, of course, it should be a valid booking. This is my advice for you, because they might check it. I don't know how valid it is during the check-in process, but I know that it's always good to do it. Of course, you don't know the status of your visa application, so I guess the best way is just to book and leave it. All right, then you also need a data page of your international passport, because this is the data. I don't remember mentioning it, but you need the data page of your international passport, because with the data page, they are going to see the details of your passport and the expiring date and the passport number as well. Then another thing you should do is hold your money. The money you need to apply for the visa, it's 80 euros. I don't know how much it is in other countries, but in Nigeria it's 80 euros, except it have changed within these few days. All right, so you need to hold the money cash. All right, hold it cash, please. Don't say you didn't know. Then if you have your ID card, hold it, because that's the pass for you to go into the embassy's premises. Then your school documents. Now, this is very crucial, because a lot of students will be like, Milton, how do I go about it? How do I go about it? If you are applying for a bachelor's degree program, make sure you get your WAEC certificate legalized. I think that is all. And again, what do you need again? If you have your IELTS score, the English version from British Council, then you should get it legalized by the British Council as well. But I don't think you will need it because, of course, you didn't use it to apply for admission. So get your WAEC certified and legalized. Get your O levels and advanced level, your WASI, any high school documents that you are using to go into the bachelor's degree program in Poland. Get it legalized. Where do you legalize it? The Ministry of Education, 1, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, 2, and of course the Polish embassy. All these terms are going to be put on the document, so this is what you should pay attention to. Again, another thing you should know is that for you going for master's degree studies, you need to do same thing for your bachelor's degree transcript and the attestation. It's very, very important. All right, please don't forget this. It is very, very important. Then let's go to the bank statement. The minimum you should have as bank statement is a 6 months bank statement. Remember at the beginning of the video, I said that you shouldn't sponsor yourself. Though you have the money, but don't sponsor yourself. Add a sponsor. And again, the higher, the better for you. Make sure you have at least 5 million naira upwards in the bank account. You are an African. You already know how we do these things, all right? If you have the money cash, fine. If you don't have it cash, then you need to speak to some people that will help you foil the account. But remember, you are not going to be foiling this account when you are almost applying for the visa or when you are almost moving to the embassy. No. You need to start foiling it from far, 6 months down the road, so that before you go to the embassy, the account should be good and ready to go. And of course, when you use it now, it will not have any issues. All right, look, like this is how you build your account. Like I said, 6 months, and I already explained the documents you are going to collect from your sponsor. Your sponsor should be your immediate members, your mother, your father, your brother, or your sister with the same surname. This is preferable. However, if you are going to move outside of this circle, then you should get other documents which I already mentioned in this video. All right, it's very, very important. Then your passport size photograph. Please, Poland is a country where if you do not have enough money, you can consider starting from there. Like I always encourage you, you must not go to Canada now. You can start from Europe. Then if you are looking at Canada, or if your destination is Canada, then you can then launch in your application. It is very, very essential. All right, so I hope this is going to help you. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and support the movement. It's very important for the growth of the channel. Please, in the next video, you are still going to watch other videos about immigration to Poland, immigration to Canada, immigration to the United States. I'm going to be starting a scholarship series very soon. That is to say, dropping back-to-back content on scholarship application to most countries like Canada and USA, and I'll be teaching you on how to go about this scholarship application. It is very, very important, guys. Please, it is very, very important. Do not forget this. It's very, very important. So please make sure you stay connected to the channel till we meet again in